Okay, welcome to Team Charles-Barclay's Life in Lockdown. So we are now, 7 weeks into lockdown, maybe 8. We spent the last 8 weeks in our gym. Just before actually lockdown was announced, we decided to make the decision to actually go and live in our pain cave, in our gym at Reese's parents' house, just because we thought it would be the safest option for everyone. Reese's mum is in the vulnerable category, so we knew that every day we needed to be coming into the gym to train, so it was best for everyone if we were just permanently living there, not really going out into the outside world. The only time we were actually going out to walk the dogs. Reese's mum has 2 dogs as well, so we obviously have Lola. It meant we were able to walk all the dogs in one go, social distance from everyone and keep everyone safe. So this is the new normal. So let's give you guys a little bit of a tour. Okay, so basically at the moment we are in our living room / bedroom area. We've got our bean bags, our TV and dog bed. There's our washing line. So we've already got a good amount of washing on the go. Boxing ring / washing line. We've got our office over here, our training set up with our bikes, outdoor race bikes hanging up here, and yeah, this is where we're going to be sleeping for, I'm not sure how much longer, but probably a while. So we've got our altitude set up in the boxing ring, so sleeping in the boxing ring from now on. We've got our squat rack here, our bike set up, Vasa swim bench, rowing machine, Reese's work area in the corner there. Here's our treadmills and strength area. Here's where most of our food is going to be living from now on. So yeah, pretty nice. Here she goes. Oh, it's a good girl. You ready?
Under.
Who's a good girl? Oh God.
What was that?
Hi, I'm Lucy Charles.
And for this exercise, you're going to need a Bosu, a baby,
A dog. A cat.
It's really good for your running.
And really toned your bottom up.
Yeah, I think in the beginning with the lockdown, it was almost like a little bit of an adventure. We were going to be living in our pain cave and just mixing it up a little bit and having some fun. But then there were definitely times where the motivation was low and we had low points.
Yeah, so today, pretty much the slogan on my top. Kind of want to go for a run, kind of want to stay in bed. That is exactly how I feel today.
And Lola, back to bed. Yeah, she's yawning, so let's go back to bed. Together we've definitely pulled ourselves through, and I think definitely having little Lola has helped a lot as well because it's just a nice distraction. But we're pretty used to training indoors, so from that sense I think we've been okay. And as pro athletes we're quite used to social distancing and having a lack of kind of social life. So from that side, I think as a pro athlete we've kind of maybe trained for this our whole life without realising it. Athletes are quite non-social beings at times. We obviously enjoy training as a group, and I love training with like my friends who I run with and going to the swim squad. So there's that sense that I realise how much you actually do get from doing that. But there's also the side where I've realised that I am quite self-motivated, and even without a goal I am still driven to want to work hard, and having the Z Pro races makes me realise how much I do love to just turn myself inside out and suffer. So to have that week on week has really helped. But it's also taught me that I do like to train in a group more than I thought, and I'm definitely missing that. So I can't wait to get back to run with my running club and go to my swim squad. Yeah, so here in the UK, on the original lockdown, we are allowed outside for one piece of exercise. So for Reese and myself, we obviously have a dog. Reese's mum and dad have 2 dogs. So our one activity outside has been walking the dogs. So pretty much all the rest of our training has been indoors in our pain cave.
Welcome to forever, man. Let's go. Come on. It's forever. No surrender. Yeah. You know that this right here forever. Go. And there will be no surrender. Now allow me to reintroduce myself. They call me J.O.N. to the easy E-N. Know that we undefeated. Y'all are beneath them speeches trying to air a grievance. But his lines are overhead. Better check the air for clearance. Call the tower. This is our credit. He the heir apparent. Really, I've never been better. Legacy, this is forever. All the more times I've been severed. I'm raising the bar. You can go ahead and measure. Think about time for a toast. Time that we welcome to go. Yo, we're just leaving. I think about time that somebody go get on their coat. You know I got all that anthem. Come back in. What you call that add-on? Got anthems and bands with masters. Getting them right like my name was Miranda. I ain't bigger dead than alive. I ain't bigger dead than alive. One more time. This is forever. Remember the legend. He never gonna die. Yeah. I ain't bigger dead than alive. Bigger dead than alive. I ain't bigger dead than alive. Dead than alive. Yeah. I ain't bigger dead than alive. Bigger dead than alive. Just making sure that you know why. Because this is forever. And there will be no surrender. Yeah. You know that this right here forever. No surrender. It's forever. You know this right here forever. No surrender. It's forever. You know this right here forever. I am just leaving a legacy. I am the one that they paid us. Got something to say to me, say. You know I've been waiting so patiently. This is my legacy. Y'all don't believe me, then wait. Basically, I have been running things. You can just go on and take a seat. Yeah. Love when they hated me, put that on everything. Not on my level. You can't be the enemy. This is the plan that we showing them anyway. Hit up the lawyers and give them the NDA. Woo! This is the brand new. This is the brand new. Nothing you can do. Nothing you can't do. And there ain't no thing that you'll be taking from me. Man, that came from nothing. Made it something. Name is buzzing. Call me Ryan Gosling. Hey, gon' know that they gonna love me more when I'm gonna retire the throne. The kind of things that I'm gonna be feeling like a god. Because this is forever. And there will be no surrender. Yeah. You know that this right here forever.
That was fair. Yeah, so during this time, obviously you haven't got races to focus on, so we've been setting other goals so that we have a focus. So for Reese and myself, we've really wanted to work on building our FTP and improving our hour power. And already we've seen a massive increase in that, and I think through doing the Zwift racing, that's really boosted it as well. So that's been a big focus for us. Another one has been to really work on our strength and conditioning, because normally during this part in the year we're starting to get more race intensive and there's not time to do all of the strength and conditioning that we would like to do. So we've really stripped it back and gone back to working on the basics, and areas where I'm always getting small niggles and problems, I'm able to now work on them and hopefully make them super strong. So when we come to race again, they're not going to flare up and become an issue. And I definitely don't want any issues when we do get back to racing, because I think I'm going to want to race a lot, because I'm definitely missing it. Another goal I set, which is a silly goal, has been to work on my battle braids. Obviously, every race I do, I have battle braids, and a lot of people didn't realise that I couldn't braid my own hair. So every race I go to, I've been like searching around for someone who can braid my hair. I'm now super happy because when I go to race, I can actually do my signature battle braids and I haven't got to worry about finding a hairdresser. So that's been a big win for me. And just, I think another thing has just been to try and have a routine each week. I think athletes are very routine, so we've tried to have a weekly schedule every week, and that's kept us kind of knowing what we're doing and a bit motivated as well. Yeah, so in the beginning, we kind of had a sense that racing was going to stop, but we had no idea for how long, and I don't think anyone could have foreseen it would have been to the extent that it is now. So it's definitely been a bit of an emotional and motivational roller coaster, to be honest. I find I have one day where I'm really full of energy, raring to go, motivated, and then the next I'm just super tired, and I'm not sure if that's because when I'm motivated, I'm kind of going all in and smashing out a 5-hour training day, and then waking up the next day exhausted from having a good day, and then motivation is low again. So yeah, I guess it's about striking a balance at the moment and not overdoing it when I'm feeling good, and accepting that having a rest day is fine during this time. And that, I guess the hardest part about trying to have a rest day during this time is that there's not really much else to do. So I kind of find myself getting bored and then deciding I might as well train anyways. Yeah, so what's helped the most during this time, I think, is definitely the fact that me and Reese are a couple and we both train together. It definitely helps our motivation. I think if I was doing this all on my own right now, I would definitely be struggling, because I just wouldn't have that person to bounce off of, to train with, to actually have a bit of social interaction and a laugh with. So that's really, really helped. Like I said before, having a dog just helps, because it gives you another little purpose of, oh, I've got to walk the dog and do my training around that. So that helps a lot as well. And we've also just been trying to focus on other little goals that maybe during the season might get neglected. Another one of the biggest things that's helped during this time is having Zwift. Obviously, I've been an avid Zwift user for a number of years now, but the fact that they've put together a lot of different events, races, the Z Pro series. I've also been doing a time trial with some really strong other British girls. That's definitely helped a lot, because it's just given me something else to look forward to doing each week and focus my training around a bit. And obviously every Tuesday now we have Team Charles-Barclay Tuesdays, where we do a group run and a group ride. So I actually feel like I've been super busy during this time, even though I've spent it in these 4 walls. It's actually been a really busy time. Every week's got events going on and things to look forward to. Just gearing up for tonight's TTT, which is the time trial team. So this is about week 5 or 6, I think, of doing the time trial as a group. That is like really not ideal. It's just Reese warming up for his team event. Yeah, so we have about 8 ladies in our team, all Brits apart from one lady who's from South Africa. Really strong team. We've been finishing 1st or 2nd over the previous weeks. Last week we were 2nd in a really close race, so all of us are a little bit knocked off and really want to win this week, so we're trying to get our tactics better. There's a lot of tactics actually even on Zwift, so we'll all have our earpieces in, all be talking, and fingers crossed we're going to get the win tonight. So yeah, tune back in soon.
Your breath still, you jump the fire. We'll just sit and wait till you see me fly. You know they'll never catch me for it. See me fly, the way I put my finger on it. See me fly, you got it, then try to tell me you got the wrong guy. See me fly, you know they'll never catch me for it. See me fly, the way I put my finger on it. See me fly, you got it, then try to tell me you got the wrong guy. Look at them now, all of the noise they make, counting the cards to one. Queen of hearts never breaks. Falling asleep here might just take a while. Try not to grind your teeth, dreaming to touch my style. Well, can't say I blame you. Trying to come close to, but all you can do.
That was disgusting, but great team. There was 5 of us. You can see that there. About just under the hour for a 40k time trial. Oh, I felt like I'm gonna be sick. That was brutal. And we're just waiting for the ladies team that was behind us. We're keeping the gap super tight, so we're trying to work out if we've won or not. Okay, just been confirmed that we were second by about 20 seconds. So second again. Racing 2 nights back to back is really, really tough. My legs are tired, but they actually felt better tonight than last night, so that's good. But yeah, this weekly team ride is really good because it's keeping us kind of social together, some Brits and our South African friend Paris. So yeah, really solid team. And now it's time to do a brick run, so let's get changed.
So just the weekend just gone, there has been changes to the regulations in the UK. So Reese and myself have actually moved out of the pain cave and back to our flat. We've spent enough time in here. We think we're sensible enough to live in our flat and then commute the 900 metres that it is from our flat to our pain cave without infecting anyone or without putting anyone at risk. So today we're going to pack up the gym, move our bed back, move our altitude tent back, and go and live with a bit more home comforts in our little flat, and then just come here to train daily. But quite looking forward to going home. But also the great news has been that now we're allowed to do unlimited exercise outside, and that can be with one person outside of our household as long as we keep to that social distancing 2 metres. So lakes have reopened, so we're now able to open water swim, which has been amazing. We're finally allowed to do exercise outside and travel to do exercise outside. So the lake's open, they're going to be cold, but we're going for a swim. It's going to be great to get outside. I think we're going to be freezing,
but I'm excited. I've got a new wetsuit to try out, and it's just going to be great to do something outside.
Although I'm very lucky and I've had the endless pool to swim in, you just can't beat swimming outdoors in a wetsuit with the sun on your back. So that's made a big difference, and it's kind of just given us that little injection of motivation that we needed. And also, as much as we do love riding indoors, it means that we can go ride outdoors with one other person and have someone different to talk to. So that's been really nice as well, and it's just nice to mix it up a little bit.
Okay, first ride back outside in the real world, not on Zwift, and I've taken the e-bike out just to give the boys a little bit extra pain today. But yeah, super nice to be back outside. Still working pretty hard, putting some big watts out, just getting an extra turbo boost. So yeah, pretty nice.
Okay, so last night we got official word from Ironman that this year's Ironman World Championships are going to be postponed until the 6th of February 2021, so that's next year. For me, we'd already anticipated this coming. I really didn't think that it would be possible to host a World Championships on the small island, or the big island, but a relatively small island in Hawaii. They're not exactly going to want thousands of athletes coming over to their kind of quite safe place with this whole virus, so I didn't really expect to have the race come there. So I had anticipated this and was prepared for either there to be no race or some kind of postponement of a race. I mean, Reese and I have already sat down, we've set out a plan of how we're going to be in the best possible shape come February. It is completely different for us because normally we're doing our final prep in the UK when it's still like the back end of our summer. And we're obviously going to be doing all of that training now in the winter in the UK. So we're already putting a plan in place for how that's going to work. And I feel really excited because it means 2 Konas in 1 year. There's 2 chances to be world champion. There's a chance to be double world champion in 1 year. So yeah, it's actually really exciting, and I'm looking forward now to get to work towards that date, Feb the 6th, 2021. Yeah, bring it on. It's going to be really, really tough, but also I can't wait, and hopefully next year we're just going to be back to racing as somewhat normal as possible. It means there's going to be a lot of racing, and I imagine a lot of athletes are going to be stronger and fitter than they've ever been because all we've been able to do is train. So thanks for watching a little update from Team Charles-Barclay and what we've been getting up to in lockdown. Obviously, we have been doing a hell of a lot of Zwift racing, which for some of the races we've live streamed, so you can watch those, so make sure to check those out. And as always, don't forget to subscribe to our channel for hopefully loads more cool content.